We'll return to Star Trek following these messages.
Word Balloon is brought to you by the League of Word Balloon Listeners.
What I do today is what I've always wanted to do since I was a child. But what I didn't want to do was things that would be less stimulating, things that seemed more average or like, oh, I don't want to have to draw commercial content. Well, that's a great way to toughen yourself up, to get better as a draftsman so that you've prepared yourself to be usable for the artistic marketplace that exists, and then maybe you can work yourself into a position where you can do the stuff that you specifically have a passion for.
If you're here at Word Balloon, it's because you like comics, creators, conversation, pop culture subjects. Would you consider joining the League of Word Balloon Listeners? Patreon.com/wordballoon. When you subscribe, you'll also be part of the Word Balloon Book Club, where Brian Michael Bendis and I will pick a comic every month to review and discuss live with the League on this show. Join the League today, patreon.com/wordballoon. Thank you always for your support, League of Word Balloon listeners. All right, welcome back, everybody. Time again for another Trek Watch Word Balloon thing, because we're going to do more than just Star Trek. We are going to talk about some other things that are in the news, the nerd news, if you will. But John here, Franco here, Wayne here, Mitch here, and we're all talking about the first subject at hand, which is the Strange New Worlds episode number 7 of the 3rd season. What is Starfleet?
I don't know. At this point, I have no idea.
I thought it was The Office. I didn't know what I was watching. So.
I thought it was MASH.
Right? Or what's the other one they ripped off?
Oh, there's several. Babylon 5 did a documentary, one if not two. And then Battlestar Galactica did a documentary episode as well.
Oh, yeah, MASH. Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, certainly. That's right, Mitch. I thought you're the first one.
No, I did call MASH, and I forgot because this episode just overwhelmed me. But yeah.
Langley, by the way, joining us, and welcome back, Langley. Who's missed us since he started working and doing improv classes at Second City. All right, we're going to throw some improv suggestions to you, Langley, during the episode. Okay, you're a store clerk at a 7-Eleven. Go.
Well, I got a better one. You're a crew member on the Starship Enterprise. Give me a better show.
Go.
Wait.
You're a frustrated mechanic, and you need to rebuild an engine.
Go.
You're a fruit salesman, and you have full-blown AIDS.
Wow.
What are you, Liam Neeson?
What do you say to that? I have no idea. Go. That's why they don't invite you to the improv audiences anymore, Mitch.
No,
So
if you must know, that is from, is it Life is Short?
Yeah, Life is Short, yeah.
Gervais, and Liam Neeson came in there before I get canceled for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot more shit to get canceled for than this. But the thing of it is, he comes in and he wants to learn how to do, comedy. And Ricky's telling him, we'll do an improv with you. And he says, okay, you're a fruit salesman, you're this or that, and then take it from there. And every time they did it, Liam Neeson would always tack on at the end of it, and I have full-blown AIDS. And they're like, whoa, that's not funny. That's not funny. Liam Neeson is funny.
Also, I think it's Ted 2, where Ted and Johnny go to an improv show. And it's like, give us a scenario. and nothing but inappropriate things that I won't even repeat, but hilarious.
Yeah.
And again, now real fast, guys, before we get into the episode, who saw Naked Gun? I did not.
I have not. I've been wanting to see it.
Yeah.
I just
Okay, none of us seen it because honestly,
No.
I'm hearing, and also I like Seth Well, as we know, my love of the Orville, but even beyond that, like 8 Million Ways to Die in the West, not a great movie, but I like it. I'll confess. Even the Ted movies necessarily.
No, I wanted to go see it, but the funny thing is Jaws is playing again this weekend for the 50th anniversary. I'm going to go see that. And I'm like, well, I already know how that ends. I've seen it a million times, but it's on the big screen. And I haven't seen it on the big screen since I was 9.
It
so
might
I'm
change,
like,
though.
let's go.
It might change. You never know.
It might get Lucasized.
What?
It might get Lucasized.
Yeah, the shark turns out to be Roy Schneider's father.
Lucasized. And not to be confused with Suzanne Vega's My Name is Luca for Lucasized, which is much different.
Yeah.
Or Ray Luca from Crime Story.
Big fan.
Anthony Dennison.
Sure. Okay, Langley says if we like the Lonely Island sense of humor, we might like Naked Gun. Well, I do. So that's good to hear. Mario, right away with a thought on the episode, the documentary episode. And for everyone, for a catch up, Ortegas' brother Berto, who's been with us since episode 1 of this season, has been making his film. I don't know if it's a real film or a student film. We'll get into it. But exactly,
but it was sanctioned by Starfleet.
That's right. It was, and we'll talk about that because man, I got issues if this was sanctioned by Starfleet. But Mario says, I thought the story idea was good, and then they ruined it by making too many extreme close-ups and BS camera angles. It made me so mad I wanted to punch Humberto Ortega in the face. Yeah, I think if he's looking for a job, as a 7-Eleven security cam, he might have a future.
I don't know what you're talking about. I, for one, wanted to know how many pores were on everyone's face.
Exactly. There you go, man. Yeah. But even that's more artful than the full face of.
I like the Dutch tilt.
Yeah. There you go.
Look, I'm a Batman
villain. He's an arch Batman villain. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's the convention stir.
Oh no! The computers are moving.
I like that I could see every strand of hair on Anson Mount's head. Oh, and I was like, oh well, that's interesting.
He had that one hair too. That was just okay.
Wouldn't it be weird if he had like a nose hair dangling out like I do right there?
I don't. Yeah, do not need to know that. But zoom out. There we go, please. For God's sake, I still have to eat dinner. Look, also, listen, I get that. Fine, Humberto learned something, and his thoughts on Star Trek changed. Wouldn't that reflect in the movie itself and not be as challenging and demeaning as some of his questions were, which also were just so, man, it was just such a, like somebody off the turnip truck that really doesn't know how the real world works. I felt.
You know what?
His editorial point of view.
What, Johnny? When it started off, I said, look, I'm going to give them credit because they're trying something that they've never done on a Star Trek show.
Agreed.
But then within seconds, I realized they've done it on every other show, like MASH and The Office. All I needed was a couple shots of like Pike giving an order, and in the background, like you would see Jim always like do that double take or that roll of the eyes or something, and you just see Spock like rolling his eyes. That's all it needed. You know what I mean? A little weirdness going on in the background. But I was like, okay, a day in the life of Starfleet, which I think we've done that when they used to Data's Day. Remember that?
Yeah, but that was a personal log to that guy, the robotics guy that wanted to take Data apart, and it's like, here's my day. So it was still within Starfleet. It wasn't
I know, but when
thing that supposedly was made for the public. Go ahead.
When it's flying around the bridge and they're in a serious shit situation, that to me, I could see Pike just like getting up and slapping that thing right out of the sky. Like, get this effing thing off my bridge. I'm trying to work here. And that I thought it was going to happen, but it didn't happen because it was still buzzing around, and it just took away from the urgency of whatever was going on, because it's like, well, they made it because we're watching the film. Obviously they made it because the show's got another season to go or whatever, but there was no suspense, and it's just like, and it was only 41 minutes, by the way. Because when it started, I started getting like, oh God, how long do I got to sit through this? And when I clicked on it, it said 41 minutes ago. That's barely a freaking a show
And that's
nowadays.
including the credits and
That was
the end
including the
credits.
credits too. So it's probably
really,
38
like 39.
minutes.
Yeah, 39 or
Yeah, something
38
like that.
minutes.
The opening
Yeah.
credits too. Yeah.
You don't want it
On-
longer, I hope.
God forbid. No, please no.
Yeah.
Again, I agree with you. No, and obviously we're all in agreement. It was a good idea from a
Right.
framework to tell a story. But again, his editorial position changed. I understand that as he experienced the mission and talking to Uhura, fine, his opinion changed. But then his final cut should have changed. And we should have seen the moments of doubt that were still in the film, at least in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
So he was trying to do a hit piece from day one. That was his intention all
I think
along. It's
so.
like, I'm not doing
Oh yeah, no,
a
it's definitely
commercial.
that.
Yeah, he was definitely like, oh, we're gonna do I don't know, whatever network now.
He's mad at Starfleet for taking his sister away and leaving her, her responsibilities within the family and stuff. So again, I get where he started, but it shouldn't have been in the final cut. And that's the problem. It's like, what are we watching? Because again, based on that opening, yeah, it's like, oh, this is a documentary. Here it is. Now they could have, I guess they say, well, we're cutting back and forth from the documentary to the thing. But also some of the questions, first of all, I got it. I'm sorry, guys. I really have to point this out. M'Benga and his war record.
Yeah.
They put up that graphic, and I meant to pull it up on the screen, but essentially saying, all right, Joseph M'Benga, codenamed the Ghost, but then all of his missions are redacted. Bull. If he so wait a minute, it's open knowledge that this chief medical officer's nickname is the Ghost. Not the greatest nickname if you're a doctor, I think.
No, it would be like Dr. Mengele. The doctor of death is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Exactly.
like, hey, wait a minute. I don't think
Kevorkian.
that's something you want to. Yeah, doctor.
Yeah.
I don't want that on my shingle.
Well,
out front.
it doesn't make sense. And honestly, guys, I even went back. You'll forgive me, but I went to ChatGPT. I know, shame on me. But I had to ask: was M'Benga being the Ghost? No. The show made it clear. Again, this is prior to, because I'm assuming that they didn't get the memo on the new episode. The show makes it clear that this was classified. It was a secret assignment that only a handful of people are aware of in the episode Under the Cloak of War, which is that episode. And we have the Andorian Black Ops guy go, I need the Ghost. Okay, and he says it to M'Benga. But that said, that's, again, that's within Starfleet and their Black Ops division. So I don't understand that we all know his nickname, but redacted. And if with that much redactions, I would scrap the whole thing if I were Starfleet and go, yeah, you're asking the wrong questions. You got to go.
Well, here's a weird thing. Wouldn't Section 31 really kind of scrub that stuff out? I mean, you
would think.
Why would you want this guy to be exposed if he was
that's what I'm saying.
agent?
So, and that clearly that was part of the movie, that this is M'Benga's nickname, the Ghost. And I'm like, no,
not even
and
that.
Again, it's like you're not even paying attention. They are not even paying attention to what they write. Go ahead,
go
ahead, Francis.
But not even that. Like, not only should that have been redacted, but like some of the other, because they said, oh, it's been declassified and we can show it to you. So that private conversation that Pike was having with number one, when they were talking to whoever was in charge,
Admiral.
right? They blotted out his voice, but not theirs, and that's what. And they didn't even know they were being recorded because their backs are to the camera, right?
Right.
And then you can understand maybe, okay, by the end of this, you can understand why they released some of this footage. But then there's the hit job, pieces, like when Uhura notices the camera, are you recording this? Like, total BS.
Yep.
Don't even know why this whole thing was sanctioned to begin with, and why it was done.
Yeah. I'm with you. Absolutely. And again, we ever ordered to kill? Well, I don't know how to break it to you, but there have been a few wars in Starfleet's immediate history. So yes, well, that's classified. Give me a break. Or no, I didn't participate in the Klingon War. I was doing X. But yeah, it's okay. But again, and I don't know where his editorial thrust was for the documentary, because it's all over the place.
And what were his credentials? Did they ever talk about what his credentials were, what he was doing this for, and from where? Or because it was just
only in that first episode.
Yeah.
Well, no, and the funny,
he was a journalist.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a journalist.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, he's been on for 7 episodes already. They've had scarier situations going on. So has he been recording everything, or was this the first day he used the camera?
Well, also there's footage that are happening in previous seasons. That
Right.
shot of Uhura in the space helmet, that's
Yeah.
from that second episode.
Oh, when the
where-
singing episode with
Yes,
the music.
yes.
He wasn't there.
Nope. So how
Oh,
did he get that footage?
unless you know
But there
what?
were
Unless it's
cameras
being
all over
recorded.
because he had
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
camera
say,
from.
unless it's being recorded all the time, like I
Well,
guess
when he was
all
thrown
of it's
off,
being
when he was
recorded.
thrown off the bridge, they inserted the footage from the what
Security cams?
The
What?
bridge
the
recording.
security cam on the bridge. I couldn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of
That's
bridge.
true. Yeah, I suppose.
Each
All right.
station
Yes.
had its own camera.
Yeah. All right. I guess.
So what would be if everything's being recorded on board the starships? What's the point of this guy being there? Because he could just sit
Right.
somewhere and just
That's
get
what
all
I
the
thought.
footage and make
That's
his
what
own
I
little
thought,
movie.
like,
Well, but
yeah.
you're also getting because much like that MASH episode and the other
The
episode
war
that we
correspondent
mentioned,
type of
yeah,
thing.
you have those things. But again, I'm sorry, I feel like a jerk when let's be honest, I'm usually a jerk, but I do when it comes to these writers that again are not even paying attention to their own goddamn show. And it's just like, and
No.
also again, it's the questions are stupid. Look at that MASH episode, for God's sake. You don't even have to look at real documentaries. That was a nuanced, really well-written thing that felt real. It felt like it was part of and I know Cleet, what's his name, was a real journalist.
Cleet Roberts.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the thing of it is about that episode is they asked the questions because I've listened to MASH and my initials are MASH, so I'm a little into it. So the thing of it is they asked the actors those questions and said answer them in character.
Sure.
And a lot of that was kind of improv, half scripted and stuff like that. That particular black and white episode where you get like Father Mulcahy talking about cutting open the patient, the steam rising, the surgeon warming his hand. A lot of that stuff was kind of research they had done, and they talked to real doctors, and that was the actors kind of talking that way. If they had done that with this show, and remember that record album that came out in the 70s with Gene Roddenberry that had Mark Leonard on? Yeah, and I have
Inside Star Trek, and
Leonard was on. Mark Leonard was on as Sarek.
In character.
Roddenberry interviewed Sarek in character about Spock and his childhood and being in the womb and all that. And it was really interesting, even though it's just a record.
No, it's fun.
But they kind of tried to do that with Spock when he was like, when I was an infant, I went into a cave with a knife and I tried to cut my human thing out of me. And I'm thinking, so Spock's a cutter now. He's a dyslexic cutter. Emo, everything we could throw, any young youthful ailment or mental disorder, whatever you want to call it, they throw at Spock now. He's the guy. He's the guy that gets everything.
I will play devil's advocate just for this one thing.
Right.
That's not Spock, right? That's not the Spock we know.
Yes, it's supposed to be.
No, but I'm saying this Spock, the one that they've created, the one that had the psychotic breakdown and everything.
Yeah.
It fits for him. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
you're right. I'll agree with Franco on that. For this Spock, it makes sense.
Okay, for that Spock, but it's hard for me to divorce Leonard Nimoy Spock because whenever I watch the show, I go
because it's canon.
It's like if they made like an Indiana Jones and now he's not afraid of snakes. I would be like, wait a minute, he is afraid of snakes because that's the Harrison Ford one, not the one by River Phoenix. Like, whoa, bro, it's the same character, isn't it?
Staying on the comparisons between, unfortunately, Nimoy and Ethan Peck, and again, I like Ethan Peck. He seems
it's nothing to do with the actor. It's but inconsistency in the writing and portrayal.
But Mitch, I do have a point where, unfortunately, I do think this is partially Ethan Peck's fault or choice. And again, maybe he's directed this way. I honestly don't know. But everything he talks about is very monosyllabic, and he has
he does have that delivery.
He has no expression on his face whatsoever.
No,
I cut myself as a child, and I also was dyslexic and all. And it's like the great thing about Nimoy was you always saw the emotion behind his eyes. You always knew what he and would have. I rewatched because I wanted to confirm the ghost thing with M'Benga. And I rewatched the Cloak of War thing, and Spock is trying to be compassionate to Chapel, where this is bringing up bad memories for you. This is bringing up bad memories for you. I should.
What was weird about this though?
Nothing. Go ahead.
When she sat, what's the Noonien Singh? By the way, Noonien is spelled different than Khan Noonien Singh, and I was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? It is. When they showed her name,
tell me.
No, when they showed her name, the one I know, the Ricardo Montalban character, it was Noonien. It was like Nooian or something like that. This one has a different spelling. I go, wait, I thought
Ricardo Montalban's Ricardo Montalban's mother was like, "Oh, you know what? Researching baby names.
It's-
Oh, I like this
No,
one.
no,
I'll
no,
just
no,
fill
no.
it."
But I thought she was supposed to be a direct descendant of Khan
Right.
Noonien Singh. So
again,
why? But
it's
anyway,
it's pronounced Frankenstein, I believe, is
Frankenstein.
the
No, so anyway,
it's like Gene
watch-
Wilder and you have Frankenstein.
watch
Yeah.
when she comes into Spock's quarters and they go to do the meditation. So when they sit down, look at Ethan Peck's face. He has a little smile on it, and I was like, "Wait a second, he's showing emotions now." Because I mean, what's happening here? Because he wasn't supposed to smile, or am I just getting too Spock Vulcan like? Watch the scene where he walks in and he goes. I was like, "Hey, he's smiling. He's happy. That's an emotion, isn't it?"
I don't know, man. I think Stanley's messing with us when he says this episode was a masterpiece, best of the series.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, and also
I'll tell you what.
Mike says this is the best episode, but that's not really saying much. Next episode is the horrible humans turning Vulcan via magic episode. Yes, it is.
I'll tell you what. It is such a sad fall from grace that in 3 seasons, this show went from my favorite Star Treks of all the newer ones to like now it's not Discovery level yet, but it's just kind of like
it's above Discovery, right?
It's above Discovery. No, I'll tell you why. It's above Discovery because I like a lot of the actors, like Chapel and Spock and Uhura. I like everybody on the show. But the thing of it is, the stories are getting there. It's getting like annoying because I'm like, I saw Pike's girlfriend with the freaking Gorn in her blood.
Patel,
you know what I'm saying? She says, "Sit down. I'm a captain recuperating, and I have full blown Gorn, whatever disease." But like a Liam Neeson, and she's just hanging out. There it is, cooking up. And then here's the other weird thing: why is Spock eating meat? Because he's a vegetarian, and they're having a friggin' barbecue.
I didn't even notice that. That's fantastic.
I did.
Oh my god,
I did.
It's plant based. It's beyond.
No,
meat.
it's shit. Remember, we've learned that before.
Yeah, that's right. It's not real meat. It's not real meat. It's this.
Maybe back then. I don't know. I was just like, why are they all having a freaking barbecue in his quarters?
I'm serving Impossible Turkey. Yes, great. No, whatever. I hear you, man. And no, that's insane. I didn't notice that part.
And what is Ortega? What is Ortega build? What is she, radar? She's mailing home a Jeep? What the hell's that in her quarters?
Well, I don't mind
got
that.
Like a V8 engine. She's working on something.
Yeah, she's working on a motorcycle. I don't mind her being a grease monkey. Although that's a hell of a big quarters. Once again,
I was going to say, these people have huge quarters for a ship that's supposed to be a submarine.
Pike's got the kitchen and the whole banquet room and everything.
He's got a fireplace.
Got the fireplace.
Should you not have a fireplace on a starship?
Space. I'm just saying.
I hope it's holographic.
Oxygen-rich environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Everybody's got massive quarters on this show. I was like, wow.
It's so stupid. It really is. Like, man, you guys really, you don't give a damn. You don't, because we can. That is, I just literally watched one of the YouTubers that I watch, and he was talking about how the Trek Yards guys on their show was like, all of a sudden the Enterprise is literally 100 meters longer than what it was back in the TOS days and stuff. And the only reason why is because they can. But here, Mike Conrad has a comment. He said, when Spock starts talking about going in the desert, agreed. I thought he was going to reference the events from yesteryear. That would have been great. Instead, more trauma, because it's not enough that he's dyslexic. He cuts himself.
I thought that's what they were talking about when his big pet cat bear thing died, and he was all upset. Yeah. Say
what? I try you. Come on.
Nope.
Exactly. It's, again, it is just so weird. It's so weird, in the words of John.
No, so where's Dr. Roger Mudd and Christine? That's all over with now? We forgot about him?
They didn't need him for this episode.
Where's Corby? Where's
Sam Kirk? What's going on with that guy?
Dude, well, like we talked about the last episode, that was a great place to put Sam Kirk and go, hey, man, you got what you always wanted. You're in command. You're blowing it. I'm your brother. I know you. Come on, you're better than this. No, better not. Because, again, we're only going to put Sam Kirk in these episodes. Biggest mistake of that show was, hey, look, it's Sam Kirk, and doing next to nothing with him. Next to nothing. It is so, again.
Is it a budget thing? Annoying. Is it like they can only afford so many actors?
I'm assuming he's a lesser paid actor. Go ahead.
We know he's going to die in the next series, in the original series. So why build up his character, right?
I guess. And again, too bad, because there's an opportunity to really get to know this guy before it's Shatner with a mustache, upside down in a Dutch angle.
I'm surprised they don't have
or whatever it was called. Assignment Annihilate.
Why don't they have Dr. Carol Marcus on the show, and then they can have Kirk bump into her?
Well, they mentioned, but
Shut
they did
up.
mention her.
Don't give them any ideas.
They
What?
did mention
Where?
her in the
When?
La'an and Kirk time traveling
Oh,
episode when they come back, and she's like, "Hey, you want a date?" And he's like, "Gee, I've got a girl that I got pregnant that I got to worry about." So yeah, he says Carol. If he doesn't say Carol Marcus, you know that's who they're talking about.
wait a minute. Was that the Kirk from this universe or the parallel universe one?
Well, it was after the fact, so it was. You remember because he didn't remember what happened to them in Toronto.
Wow, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I hear you. I absolutely hear you. And again, James says smaller quarters with when double the crew. No, I think technically, actually, they still have said Pike's Enterprise from a crew complement is like a couple hundred less because TOS was like over.
No,
400.
they mentioned they said it was 220 something people.
Yeah,
at one
that's
point.
what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, no, there isn't as much crew, but there's plenty of room though to evacuate a planet or whatever when they need to. And again, details we don't need to worry about.
No. Speaking of details, I'm trying to figure out the stupid plot. Okay, the big jellyfish thing. The big jellyfish thing was emerging from the planet.
Yes,
and the people on the planet that owned the jellyfish thing were making it get angry and using it as a weapon. Am I right
correct.
so far?
All correct so far.
But the jellyfish butterfly thing did not want to do that. It wanted to kill itself and said, "Let me die. Let me die."
Right.
And then the other alien that they're having the war with wanted to kill it too, but then it struck back because they were making it struck back, or was that self-defense?
No, the same aliens.
It
was the same alien scientists that said we were doing this and this was wrong to create this animal to basically go and use it as a weapon.
Right. Okay.
So it was the same one it was the same alien that created the animals that wanted to use it for the war. And the big ship that came later, it's all the same aliens. We didn't.
We're gonna abuse this one creature to save all of us.
No, okay, but what threw me for a loop is they threw a statistic up at one point and they said how many people died? 9 million people dead or something like that. Right. And the other one was so much, and I'm like
100,000 or so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, whose side was that? So obviously the bigger number was the one they've been wiping out with the big jellyfish.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's like, and again, I think somebody's trying to make analogies, and I'm not going to get political. They'll say, "Hey, look,
no, you can say it.
You killed 63,000 people. We only killed 100 of your guys. I think you've got your blood by now. Don't you want to back down? This war's going on a little too long." When you watch the news at night, I go, I think we're good. I think we got.
And we don't. And we never know. Again, well, that's why is the Federation in business with that? Well, that's
why are they interfering with a war? Because they're not supposed to interfere with.
But Mitch, that's classified. You know what that is? That's a great dodge of trying to write a more complex story.
But when your episode is called "What is Starfleet?" that's the subject matter, and that goes against the. It should have been called "What is the prime?" No, what is the prime directive?
Exactly. I said the same thing.
Forget Starfleet.
I said, I think the writers are asking us, what is Starfleet? Because we don't know. We're not really sure.
Starfleet is the organization, but the code that they go under is the prime directive and stuff. That's the way I always looked at it. That's why the guy goes, they call them starships.
But again, I get that in times of war, fine, you're going to make choices, and sometimes that's going to happen.
I always thought of it like a UN, you know what I mean?
Yes,
the UN is the peaceful thing for the whole world, but there's the Korean War. Well, we got to send troops, and then everybody in the UN goes against North Korea. Right. I always thought United Federation Planets, United Nations. I all thought it was kind of the same thing. Even the flag. God damn it! It's a light blue with the white stars. It's very similar to the UN flag of day. Yeah. I mean, you don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure this out.
Well, and also, I love the people, and maybe we've talked about this before, but I know people that are fans of Star Trek, and they're like, the Federation really, as Berto suggested, they're colonists. They are like the British Empire was back in the 19th century.
Imperialists.
Things like that. Yeah, imperialists, exactly. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, I always harken back to this was created in the mid-'60s when the Peace Corps was one of the brand new things of the Kennedy administration. This is a group of planets going, hey, we want to help you. You need clean water. We know how to do that. You need to be able to grow stuff better on your planet. We know how to do that. We're not going to mess with your society. We're not going to upset your balance. All we're trying to do is we're trying to help. But other people I know are like, well, all they want is dilithium. And if the planet doesn't have dilithium, they don't want anything to do with them. But I'm like, no, mirror, before they go to the mirror universe. And the Hawkins are like, what if we reject you? And Kirk's like, then we walk away. Then you go about your life and we go about ours. That's what we're trying to explain to you.
That's
we're
not here to do here.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, and again, and someone even suggested maybe they edited this down, and that's another reason why the story itself is only 38 or 39 minutes, because they were afraid of comparisons from Israel and Gaza and Ukraine and Russia.
Oh, I thought that's where they were going with this. And I said, oh, wow, that's a bold move. And then it just kind of disappeared. I'm like, I think you were trying to imply something, but they didn't want to go after it. I was like,
right. And then they either got gutless or, again, they didn't write it. And
pulled back.
Well, that's possible, too, I suppose. But, again, I don't know. War. That's the other thing. We're like, well, this is a direct parallel to Israel and Gaza. And it's like, I don't know how to break it to you, but ever since the dawn of man, Earth has been at war. So yeah, if you want to put it, sure you could do exactly. This just in. Really, again, it's crazy and it's toothless, and their lack of focus on the documentary. Also, by the way, all right, this is a sentient animal, I suppose. I hated Pike's analogy. I had to put a horse down. By the way, that's like the second or third horse that in his career
he's a horse killer. He's like a site. I thought that too. And I go, was it Pike's Glue Factory?
That's or Buckethead or whatever the name of his first horse was.
He's the Christy Gnome of outer space.
I was like, didn't he kill another horse or something?
Yes, at least two. And it's like, I hope Tango from the cage and the menagerie had a graceful death. And didn't have to be put down.
I like that when he goes on a mission, he takes a horse with him, rides it, and then brings it back to his quarters and puts it down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, maybe it's in the buffer with Mabenga's kid.
Langley's got a good one there. His mother's name is Elmer's.
Indeed.
Elmer's Glue.
Very nice.
I like that it's in the buffer. It's Mabenga's kid and like 15 horses.
Yeah. Spock wakes up with a horse's head in his bed and he's screaming. And Spock goes, "Oh, I wondered where I put that. Never mind. Can I have that back?"
But also, is this a sentient being or is this an animal? And not that there's a better answer, but also because obviously based on the fact that Spock was trying to communicate with him mentally, that Uhura was humming to herself and able to communicate it with him. Wouldn't they try that Starfleet way to? Sorry if I go real fast before they reach the we got to. That's what it wants. So let's
put it out.
It's like when they try to communicate and no, we can save you. We can do something.
Go ahead,
Francis.
Yeah, so the mental link between Spock and this thing, wouldn't it have destroyed his mind? Like something that big, that powerful?
Well, but he did have like brain swelling or whatever that Mabenga had to treat and put him in a coma.
I'm talking like scanners,
Remember when he felt all the people on Alderaan die when the Death Star killed it? Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. But
nobody did.
Remember the Intrepid? All the Vulcan ship, they all wiped out. He was like, and he knew it.
400 Vulcans dead.
Yeah. But then Uhura's like, I'm too stupid, so maybe put me in there because my brain is simple and it'll survive.
Well, here's the other thing too. Why didn't they just let it go off into space? I was like, why do you got to take it? We're taking it into the sun. We're going to put her down.
That's what
why didn't they just take a left at the sun? Like, hey, head for the sun and then take a quick right and get the fuck out.
Take a left.
But again, it wanted to be put in the sun and killed. It wanted to die.
You know what would have been great? If it went into the sun and then caused a chain reaction with the sun and blew up the whole system and killed everybody on the planet. It's like, revenge, bitch.
The end.
Why couldn't it have done it itself, though? Like it was shackled?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, why couldn't it do?
Again, because it's sloppy writing, guys.
No, seriously. They must have said
I'm
why.
being serious too. It's sloppy writing.
And there was the other thing. Was it the only one? Did they say that was it the last of its kind?
I think
it had its kids. Its kids were down there.
It had its kids, so there's more.
They weren't, but they weren't.
I forgot that.
They weren't experimented on. This one was experimented on.
Oh, well, they can go experiment on them tomorrow because they go, well, you just killed our big monster, so we got to go get
now the Federation is going to watch over them, so that
doesn't happen.
They threatened them at the end of the episode.
They threatened them.
Well, they did. They threatened the alien race. They said, "You don't want to. If you go against one of us, you go against all of us. You don't want us as your enemy." Yeah.
Okay. So, but the thing of it is, they can get the big jellyfish from Farpoint Station and use that one too.
I was going to say that.
Or
like when you first saw the jellyfish, did you think about Farpoint?
Oh, I did. Totally do. Yeah. And wasn't there one with Dr. Crusher where the thing turned into a big butterfly in space and flew away? There was some episode years ago where there was a big light bug or something.
Oh, that was
was that guy that becomes the higher energy being at the end?
Fleetwood Mac dude? No,
Mark. The guy he used to be on All My Children. He was Erica's brother. Mark something. I can't remember the actor's name.
Oh no, there was a guy who transformed into like this energy thing, and it was like
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It was like I think that's the same one. Okay, I didn't remember that it turned into a butterfly. I just remember it was
some kind of trippy friggin' on the side of a van in the 70s when you smoke a lot of weed.
Or the space orchids in Picard season 1 that attack the either are protecting the android planet or attack the android planet, the planet where Dr. Soong is in and everything.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the third twin, the third triplet of the Vash and everybody, or not Vash, what was her name?
Soji.
Soji, yeah, Soji's other sister, the gold one. Yeah, whatever. Again, it's they just, I don't know. It bums me out because this could have been interesting. But
wait a minute, I'm trying to think.
The mission itself sucked, and the documentary sucked. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't even watch that if it was on like PBS, that documentary, because it's like this boring. But they did a time travel episode already, didn't they?
Who? Strange New Worlds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went back to Toronto. Bad poutine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did. I was like, wait a minute. What haven't they ripped off yet? So they just ripped off a MASH one. They're going to rip off a wacky, everybody looks like me kind of Brady Bunch episode.
Hopefully they'll do a Charles in Charge ripoff. Maybe, yeah, I like that.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, they do like a fantasy. Yeah, they did a Fantasy Island. You know, the singing thing with the Dungeons and Dragons thing. I'm trying to think what other freaking trope haven't they ripped off? Have they done a superhero ripoff yet?
No,
like someone becomes a superhero, like exposed to a thing and becomes like.
No, not Puppets. Puppets are next year.
Yeah, Puppets are next.
Yeah,
exactly.
Puppets.
Wow. And are they animated? No.
And you're right. Mario's right. Shame on us.
They did that was
Lower Decks crossover was time travel as well. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, I mean, wait. Did they do a big monster like a Godzilla yet? No.
That was this episode.
Yeah, what are you talking about? They've done a ton of horror episodes. I would say the Gorn are like that. It's
not have they exhausted every? They've done soap operas every week.
And the alien that possessed Burnt Out Eyes, Nurse Burnt Out.
Oh yeah, that was on already.
So that's a horror episode and a monster. Yeah, Dead Eyes.
Dead Eyes. No, it's so sad that I literally watched the show. Go, which thing are we going to rip off this week? They had a mystery episode, a kind of with the holodeck thing.
Yes,
it was kind of like a Columbo. Geez, I don't know. What did we used to watch? Have they done a game show yet? Like, spin the wheel, make a deal. No, remember
Starfleet? Starfleet Bingo.
No, when Q met up with the DS9 guys. Remember they had to do the hopscotch episode.
But don't forget, La'an and Number One did start, Enterprise Bingo, where they had to go to the different things and check.
That's right. Yeah, but that was first season. Wasn't so bad then. It was just a hint that it might get.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how to break it to you, but yeah, they had a couple decent episodes. But upon reflection, yes, it was. Did you
see they were on the Galileo? Dun dun dun. That was a shuttlecraft for all you people paying attention.
Much roomier than again the TOS Galileo.
Have the Borg showed up yet? Well, yeah, they kind of had their own Borg.
Technically, they haven't. But they were like the Borg.
That big thing a week ago with the big the teeth-looking spaceship, the shark in space.
Yep.
Stanley, you're going to have to clarify. Wish they would have addressed how. I see. Would have helped in the war that they were messing with. Yes, again, because that's classified. Because that would have been too complicated for them to explain instead of having a bunch of extreme close-ups like Mitch was doing.
Well, also,
I don't know. I don't know.
Also, they would have had to create a new alien look, and they don't have enough budget for that.
I think.
I guess for the other side, I suppose so.
It's all CGI. The only thing, what would be good if they go to a planet that has a long war going on, a long civil war, and some of the people that run the planet have this mystical force. I'm serious. Do like they crash into the Star Wars universe just for one episode. Like, what would happen? Like, do they get involved with there's powers beyond their understanding?
Are you suggesting that their midichlorian counts are high?
Yeah.
Have you seen Alex Ross's painting where the Star Wars cast meets the OS cast? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
But man, oh man, I don't know. Well, have they done a Top Gun? Yeah, they did a Top Gun. I Fly the Ship. She's done that.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, they haven't really done fighter like if they armed the shuttles and suddenly they were like fighter jets. I mean, I'm
trying to think of all the Next Generation. They could rip off an episode from that was pretty good. Like if they did they did the holodeck. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. They could all turn into little kids. They could do that episode.
Well,
that's the 4.5 Vulcans.
Well, exactly.
Turning into
I know, guys. I am so dreading. I mean, truly. Like I was telling Wayne, I was watching an Australian Star Trek fan that does a weekly thing, and he had a bunch of clips. I guess they released a little bit more footage and also stills from this episode, and it's such bull. I'm going to inject myself, and now all of a sudden, I mean, even he's a fan. He's like, I don't understand how the injection can not only change them into their DNA, but also the hairstyles. Because if you look, and well, again, I guess because the suggestion is, and Chappell says it, at first I was going to say it's the injection they used in that first episode when they pretended to be the alien race. But no, she said, I modified the serum that I got to change Spock back into Vulcan. And that's what we're going to have. But of course, Bella doesn't get affected by the injection. Oh, I'm so mad that I can't be on there. I'll be in a Shirley Temple movie if anybody needs me.
The guy that was the Klingon undercover agent, he was on some kind of thing that made him
undercover agent. Who was the Klingon?
From Discovery. Yeah.
Yeah. I was Ash. Ash.
But Ash went through a whole. That was surgery, not
and painful. Man,
that's right.
They literally transformed him.
Yeah, break out the saw. So Langley, I'm with you, man. He says this upcoming Vulcan episode injection thing. So misguided like that. Yes, indeed, like the dumb episode where Spock turned human. Indeed, and hilarity ensues. And it's
Oswald in it.
Trying a soul 8 times of enjoying the comedy that they're trying to do. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, Paul Hogan. I appreciate your thoughts, but I disagree.
So this is an all-out comedy episode. That's what this is going to be.
It seems like it. I don't want to spoil because again, even in the teaser,
could you spoil such a thing?
Well, yeah,
Watch it be one of the best episodes ever of Star Trek.
I loved it. Oh my god, I loved it.
I watched it 6 times.
But even I don't know, man. Again, it's just like these shows you watch them, and I even like the other ones where I'm like, yeah, it was okay. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, no, because here's the plot, the plot holes and the things that are wrong that they don't acknowledge. And this thing, I hate to say it, but much like you, Mitch, like within a minute or two, I'm like, all right, this is gonna.
Yeah, suck. I know. I was like, hey, maybe this is this is a ripoff.
Yep. Once again.
And the funnier thing is too, even at 41 minutes. I turned it off halfway through and watched it later that day because I'm like, I don't even want to sit through this for 20 more minutes. I was like, I could go walk the dog. I'm like, oh, it's only 18 more minutes. Screw it, I'll watch it later. It's not compelling enough to sit through. That's what's so funny.
I hope to God Skydance is taking notes and just like, all right, here's what's wrong with this one. Here's what's wrong with that one. And Jesus, again, Henry Alonso Myers and Akiva Goldsman, we could continue this in a Star Trek Year 1. And now apparently Paul Wesley and Ethan Peck are like, we could keep playing Kirk and Spock and do a whole first year of the Enterprise. No, for God's sake, no. Walk
they want
away.
A job. They're actors.
Well, I get, from the actor standpoint, I get it. But again, Skydance holds the keys to the future. So we'll get if we get this or not. But yeah, Peter, it's unfortunately we've already passed the point of no return. Peter says
Peter,
going to drive
I'm the one of the 4 of us that has raised the show up and has sort of supported it and gave it like thumbs up most of the time.
Franco's been usually positive though, right, Francis? Until the whole canon thing finally annoyed the hell out of you. You know,
yeah, until I got rid of the cannon and just said, "Hey,
Yeah.
You didn't get rid of shit, Wayne. it's still there.
I try
'cause
to
they say it's
ignore it.
there.
My brain goes, "Hey, wait a minute, that's contradictory." I'm like, "Shut up, brain. Just watch it."
you're making too much sense, brain. Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, that's it.
no, this
And again,
episode
it's
was
so
hard.
disappointing because from just a pure special effects standpoint, it's a great show. All the space stuff looks amazing.
Yeah.
This alien coming out of the water and going into space,
Yeah.
and even flying in the sun, all that looks amazing. But there's no story, and also we briefly mentioned it earlier. What's happening with Battelle? What's happening with Ortegas and her PSD or TD, whatever? You know, it's like these are all like nothing.
Subplots
Not
that
even
they
not
drop.
even a second of hey, what's going on? We're gonna cram all this, I guess, in episodes 9 and 10. That's my assumption. I don't know.
They
I
gotta
honestly
end
don't
it.
know.
You know she's gonna die or transform into some Gorn thing. You know that's coming.
I hope. I mean, and nothing against Melanie Scrafino and everything. Great actress. I love her. I love her. And man, she's killing it in Revival. The first season wrapped up. She's great in Revival. And I like her as Patel. Man, it's good.
Yeah, it's a very good show.
I've only seen the first episode and I liked it, but I got to get back to it.
Mario says, besides, I thought Skydance's main goal was to bring back the movies. Yeah, they had their stockholder meeting and seemed to be very hell-bent on another Kelvin universe movie, which,
oh
God. Yeah, well, I'm of two minds. I mean, I'd
okay
rather not.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm more okay with that than Star Trek Year One.
Well, how many years has it been now? 7 years?
12. No, 16.
No, since the last one.
2016.
So 9 years. So almost 10 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's a long time between movies, man.
Well, again, they've tried, but they've had a bunch of misfires, whether it's scripted.
Now, do you think it's because they go, oh, we don't want to have Star Trek on TV and in the movies because that caused problems years ago? We don't want to confuse people. Like, why should I go to the movies when it's free on TV? You know,
I don't know. I don't know what level of control Les Moonves jerk gave Secret Hideout to run Starfleet or Star Trek since Discovery, because obviously the Kelvin movies were before the Secret Hideout deal, and that was more JJ. And also, if they are going to do a fourth movie, then Bad Robot is still going to be in.
Wasn't there some show that they took off because the movie was coming out in the theaters and they're like, we didn't want it? Was that Superman?
That's Superman and Lois. Yeah.
They took it off because the movie was coming out and they didn't want to be like, oh, we got two things going at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Which and also the CW was getting out of the
no money
business.
Yeah,
well, but they were getting out of the Arrowverse and the superhero business. Man, you know, I've been rewatching because I really did blow off a lot of Legends of Tomorrow. That's a great show.
It got wacky in the last season's a little nuts, but it was good for a long time.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm still in that second season with the Justice Society, and God, I love that the guy from Millennium, Frank Black. I forget the actor's name. Big fan of Sienkiewicz loves that guy. Lance. Yes, and I forget
Lance
his last
Henriksen?
name. Yeah, Lance Henderson. Yeah, he's Obsidian in Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Legends of Tomorrow.
Which is fantastic. That was great.
He's a good guy.
And the kid from Suits, that was the main, not Gabriel Matched, the other guy that was, paired with the Duchess of Sussex. He was our man until he gets killed.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the Damien Dark or whatever his name is. Kills who was Lieutenant Hawk.
No, Damien Dark was the guy who was going to get the show. Neil McDonough.
Yeah, same guy. Yes. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying he was Lieutenant Hawk.
Oh, that's right. It was Ensign Hawk,
or whatever in First Contact.
Yeah.
So,
and he was Dum Dum Dugan in Captain America.
Zoe Saldana is an Oscar winner, and one script, wanted to use Hemsworth as Kirk's dad, but he cost way too much. Yes, that's what happened with one of the movie ideas. Indeed, that's absolutely right.
That was a long time ago.
But I don't. I agree with Mario, who says they should money whip Terry Metalis and McMahon and get rid of. I don't know who that is.
It's
probably Akiva.
Akiva, not Akita. Yeah. But also. How I'd fix Star Trek and Starfleet, I would promote McMahon and the Habermans, who were behind, of course, Prodigy, and let them do live action. Because that's, Mitch, you were doing your list. honestly, to me, it's Prodigy, then surprisingly Lower Decks. But again, I think it improved as it went on. Then Strange New Worlds, then actually, got to put Picard season 3 as its own thing.
Yeah.
But again, the first 2 seasons drag it down. But I think Prodigy, my God, what a good show. I've been rewatching that before it disappears from Netflix by the end of the year.
I didn't hear you mention Section 31, the movie.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What? Hey, we have an Oscar winner that wants to come back. How can we blow this? Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Let me show you. Unbelievable. And again, and I know, and I believe, thank God, that the Skydance people saw that. And I'm sure that is tantamount. They have to offer them something as far as a counteroffer. And as I understand it, a contract it hasn't been presented to them. And also they haven't pitched yet. Don't forget, we also have the workplace sitcom that Tawny Newsome wants to set on a world like Rigel, but it won't be called Rigel. You heard about that, Mitch, the Star Trek sitcom that she and another guy have been writing for like the last 2 or 3 years and trying to develop.
Mariner?
Yep. The actress. And, she's writing on Strange New Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it'll be like that DC show where Bruce Wayne's cousin.
Oh, yeah, Damage Control.
Powerless. Yeah, Powerless. I like that.
Powerless, yeah. That actually wasn't so bad considering.
Oh, no. The problem with Powerless was it was on NBC, and really it should have either been on a streamer or on a CW or something like that. Because it was NBC was too big of a network. They didn't know it. It was a previous regime that made the deal, and then they changed studio heads.
Adam West's last performances on that show.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And my buddy Pat Schumacher, who was part of Abbott Elementary and the Harley Quinn cartoon, he was the showrunner. He didn't create Powerless, and I've loved that he has to stress that. It wasn't my idea, but being a DC fan, I did what I could with it. And I think you're right. I think it was okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Langley wasn't there for the talk about Section 31. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was so bad. It was. Truly, I have Trek friends that have never seen it, and I'm like, really, save yourself 95 minutes. Please don't watch it because it's really not worth it. It really isn't. Again, they just, what is Starfleet? We don't know. Maybe the fans
still don't know. They didn't answer the question.
Well, again, no, actually, Uhura did. Starfleet doesn't change us. We change Starfleet because it was the My Little Pony friendship is magic message. That was the end of the episode. And also, it's okay, Beto. It's okay. I know you made a bad documentary, but you were trying, and it's good to ask these questions. You just asked them poorly. And the wrong questions.
You know how it should have ended? He should have been interviewing some other no-name red shirt. Seriously, no-name red shirt, like getting like another guy, like Creed in the background of The Office. Somebody that's not the main focus, and he's going along the show, and you see the guy in the thing, just like the orderly. And suddenly, the guy's interacting with him like, oh, what are you doing? I'm making a movie about Starfleet. Oh, man, I couldn't wait. I grew up dreaming of Zefram Cochrane and all these guys, and I wanted to be part of Starfleet. Oh, and he's really gung-ho, but he's wearing a red shirt, and they don't say anything, but we know what that's going to mean. And at the end of the thing, the turning point for the reporter / documentarian is he's like all against Starfleet, and meanwhile, this guy who was his buddy sacrifices himself or dies stupidly. It could be something as minor as like he slipped on a freaking spanner and fell inside the freaking what do you call the antimatter chamber or something stupid. And then the guy could have gone, wow, holy crap, this is a kid who lived, eat, and breathed Starfleet. Couldn't wait to go out to the stars because it is an exploratory vessel. Let's not forget this stuff. I go, every time I watch this and they just treat it like blasé, I'm always like, no, the old show, the original show, always had that air of mystery about it because the show's called Strange New Worlds. Dude, you're in a spaceship. You're in like a submarine in space with billions of different things that could happen at any second. You could get blown up just because of the pressure outside. And they just trivialize it. They just like, yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. It's like getting in the car and going down and get a cup of coffee and coming back. But if they had done something, wrote a good story where the guy flips the switch, doesn't have Uhura tell him, but he sees it for himself, and like, oh, that's why. Sometimes
like something similar to like Ensign Rowe on
you just
on TNG, where
But
you find out that she goes on the mission and then something happens.
Yeah, because she was against Starfleet. She was like the rebel. She didn't want to do it.
Well,
and then when she saw what they were doing, she's like, oh, you know what? Maybe you guys aren't a bunch of jackasses after all. And then she joins the cause, you know?
Yeah.
You know what bothered me about this whole episode is at the end when he's interviewing Uhura and she's like, telling you about, what Starfleet is. She basically boiled it down to there's just a bunch of people who would either be dead or wouldn't have any other place to go. So there's nobody in Star Trek who wants to be there.
Yes. Everyone has drama. Everyone came to Starfleet because of a traumatic past. Everyone.
Only one, by my account, the only one who wants to be there is Pike, even though he knows he's going to die or get horribly disfigured and in a wheelchair. But everybody else is either even Spock. He's
he ran away.
And all this other stuff.
Uhura
would have died.
Her family, her family's dead. La'an's family is dead.
That's what I'm saying. They're all a bunch of but there's nobody that's like, I joined Starfleet Academy. I couldn't wait to go to Starfleet Academy. What the hell, man?
Exactly.
Is that Chapel or not even? Do we know?
No, because she has
her. Her and Mbenga were in the Klingon War together.
Oh, that's right. And I fly the ship was in what, the Gorn War, or she's got trauma.
The
Klingon War too. Like she was flying the fighters.
Right. That's right.
No, it's almost like they got drafted. It is like watching MASH. Like everybody's there because they got drafted. Hawkeye, Radar, Colonel Potter. No one wants to be there.
I think they got drafted. I think they joined by choice, but again, to get away from their trauma, which is again ridiculous. And it's like, where are the real explorers that no, I want to see what's out there. I'm excited by that. That's why.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we're here.
That's why it's part of the mission. The only one he didn't talk to was Ensign Mitchell, who's at the helm, but she wasn't there the last 2 episodes. And I'm like, what's happening?
Because once again, if you put her on screen and give her more than 5 lines, we got to pay her more money.
Yeah.
It is so evident to me that that's the case. And it's like, all right, what? I guess you got to cut.
Wait a minute. There's nobody on this ship that wants to be there.
No,
I just said that.
Yeah, actually,
I'm thinking about. I go, wait. Number 1 wants to be there, right? No, maybe she doesn't because she's hiding.
Well, she's the reverse. She wants to be there, but Starfleet doesn't want her because she's genetically enhanced.
Right.
Yeah, again, it's
damn well is. I'll tell you that she's the most genetically enhanced person on that.
Boy, let me tell you.
I know. I'll tell you.
What about Chris Pine?
You remember Chris Pine?
Chris Pine.
I could do this. I can do this in 3 years. I'll be a captain.
Yeah,
and he wanted to.
He did it as a bet. It was like a challenge from that Pike, and said, I want you to do something because you're better than this.
We do know why McCoy was there because his wife took everything, and the only thing that's left is his bones.
Yeah, exactly. And
Scotty, but everyone else wants to be
Scotty
there.
had his superior officer. He didn't
in the movies, Uhura wanted to be there. She was in Starfleet. She wasn't like, oh, my parents are dead. I got to get out of town.
Yeah, that's true.
Scotty had an issue with he did something with the dog. I think
Admiral Archer's
Admiral Archer's dog, and that's why he was sent to the outpost.
Right.
No,
that's why he was in Starfleet.
Yeah.
Chekhov was the in the movies. He was the genius kid, that like the know-it-all kid.
Wonderkind. Yeah.
And something.
Yeah, they all wanted to be there. Yeah. If you look at what Starfleet has always been, it's always been the cream of the cream of all the planets. It's hard to get into. It's like a Yale, a Harvard, an Oxford.
A NASA, the best and the brightest. Absolutely.
Right. The right
and
stuff.
And that's what it is. It only takes the right stuff. That's the perfect words to describe.
Not a bunch of losers. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy. The bunch of losers. Nobody wants.
Whoa. Rocket wasn't a loser. He just had issues.
He had a trauma. Yeah,
he had a trauma too.
One trauma. That's fine. Well, I guess some of them the others.
No, all of them did. Drax's family
Star-Lord
was killed, and
that's
the other
true.
one was
You're right. Yeah. You're right. Star-Lord.
Groot was the only one that wanted to be there. I think
he just wanted to be a tree.
He just wanted to be a tree.
Wayne Langley's moving in on your girl. Let's be real. Everyone was freaking gorgeous. So it would burn down the planet for Christina Chong.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Picture with her.
I got pictures to prove that she has eyes for me.
When did you get a picture with her?
Me?
What are you kidding?
A couple of weeks ago.
In Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was in Ireland?
when I was at the Dublin Comic Con.
And she still remembered me.
Yep, my buddy Owen.
Well, you are hard to forget, Wayne. You are hard to forget. They have pictures of you everywhere. Like, watch out for this dude. He's
exactly.
In costume.
He'll tell you that he'll fire a laser gun right behind Janeway's head and scare the shit out of her.
So, I wanted to bring up the end results of box office for Superman and Fantastic Four.
Do it
because the haters are all, well, these movies failed. Ha ha ha! They failed, and it's like if you don't realize, and I even say, because I released today on the audio side, my Fantastic Four panel that I did at Terrificon, New England's #1 comic convention. That's usually
in the world.
All right, there you go.
Takes place August, whatever to whatever.
Early August in Mohegan Sun.
August 8th to the 10th. 2 weeks ago, but it's coming back.
In Connecticut.
Exactly.
I was trying to promote your next one.
August 7th to the 9th.
There you go. Wow. But again, all the haters are like, oh, the movie failed. But as I said, no, to put in front of the Fantastic Four panel that I did at Terrificon, I'm like, if you don't recognize that it is a different theater going world because of COVID and the strikes and streaming, then you're not living in this society. And I guess, or you've been in a coma for the last 6 years.
Or you're just stupid, John.
Well, honestly, or they just want to make a point of, this stuff sucks today, and that's why. And it's like, hey, thank God, we've had 2 good Marvel movies in a row. After years of crap from DC, we finally got a good DC movie, and that we can also start talking about Peacemaker as well, which obviously debuted last weekend. But it's like these movies did fine. If it means that they're going to be a little more penny wise as far as the money they spend on these movies, fine. Good. Fine, that's okay. But again, I mean, I keep pointing to Deadpool, which was made for less than $100 million and made $700 million at the box office.
And then you got the Joker that cost $280 million and made $5. Joker 2, I mean.
Joker 2.
Or you get Godzilla -1.
$10 million, right? Or something stupid.
Yeah, and I agree with Langley. Langley's like the era of constant billion-dollar hits is over.
Yeah, I know.
Because again, and that's why I think even though as good as Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four were, they came after a string of crap from Marvel.
Yeah, they did.
And they're like, well, give it to me in 2 months anyway on streaming. Oh wait, no problem. I can 3 months.
It was a fluke when these movies started making $1 billion, and then every time they got up to the plate, it was another. When Iron Man 3 made over $1 billion, I go, it's okay, but I don't know if it's that great. But everybody was so hungry because it was the movie right after Avengers. They're like, oh, it was the next, it was riding high, and they couldn't do no wrong. I mean, everything was $1 billion.
Have you seen Kumali? And I was connected.
I saw that. Yeah, the Eternals guy.
Yeah, well, he was Kingo, in Eternals, exactly. Yeah. And he's like, and I get it because they signed these guys up, and they are going to be. The expectation is they'll do a bunch of movies afterwards. And he's like, I thought they were going to sign me for 6 movies or whatever. And Eternals bombed so badly, and of course, we also had his What If episode as well.
Yeah,
which I get. Unfortunately, the thing didn't perform. Well, it'll be interesting if he's in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
No, I saw that too, and he said, I like how he said, with 6 movies, I was going to be able to do a Marvel movie, then do something else, then do a Marvel movie, do something else. I go, hey man, counting your chickens before they hatch, that's just overconfidence because Eternals was not good going into it. I was like, this is not good source material. I'm sorry, forget the King Kirby thing.
I read an interview with the guy that was the bad guy in the Black Widow movie.
Mm-hmm. Ray Winston. Ray Winston,
because
they reshot the whole thing.
Yeah, they reshot the whole thing, and he was so disappointed. But he was under contract, and he had to do it. It's like I went in and did this thing that I thought was really good, and now they're leaving it all on the floor to do this.
He said, why don't you just hire another actor? He said, because this is a totally different performance I have to give now.
Right.
And what's funny? I was talking to Carl Lumley, who was at Terrificon, Connecticut's Terrific Comic Con. He was in the last Captain America movie as Isaiah Bradley. And I said, can you let me know what in the hell happened to that movie? Because I've seen cut scenes. I've seen, behind the scenes footage of his character. I've seen the stuntman that was in the Isaiah Bradley costume that had the big star and outfit.
Captain America outfit. Yeah,
the Captain America outfit. I was like, where is that stuff? Did you film any of that stuff? Because why would you have a stuntman on set in a costume? And that your favorite actress too, the small woman that was the Israeli girl.
Yeah, the little person that was
they had a stunt person in some kind of superhero costume for her too. And he goes, I don't know. I said, come on, man, you were there. You know what happened. He goes, I don't know.
Come on. He doesn't. NDA, man.
He wants to be in another Marvel movie.
He wants to work. He doesn't want to blow his job.
Here's hoping that they learn their mistakes, and for Doomsday or Secret Wars, we get Isaiah Bradley in a Captain America suit, and that he is around the front line fighting. I certainly hope so. Yeah, I also heard rumors that after Secret Wars, they're going to start over again with new Iron Man, new Captain America. Good. That's the other headline. And by the way, guys, this wasn't a hater YouTube thing. This was from Variety, where Disney's like, oh, we need new IPs, because we have to appeal to that male audience. Oh, really? You mean the audience that you basically ignored for the last 10 years? Everything is fine with girl power. This is John saying this for the audio audience. I am for girl power, but not at the expense of the other sex completely. And they have neutered men in these movies and TV shows. They don't matter. And then it's like, gee, I don't understand why young men aren't really gravitating to these movies. Well, you kind of left them out of the equation.
Yeah, but this is for the audio audience too. You're wearing an "I Hate Women" T-shirt.
Yeah, I know.
But
part of the He-Man Woman Hater Club.
Exactly. No, I'm just kidding you. Listen to me. I heard Feige say, and I was like, did he really say that?
John Favreau, go ahead.
He said they made a mistake. No, Feige said they made a mistake.
Oh, Feige. I think he said Foggy.
No, by switching out Captain America. I go, he didn't really say that, did he? He goes, yeah, because that's what the audience didn't come back when they got rid of Chris Evans. I go, bro, you should have restarted everything after Endgame. You should have just done a relaunch, pressed the button and said, we're redoing all the movies. We're going to go back and do Captain America World War II with Namor and the Human Torch and the Invaders.
They thought they couldn't fail. They had a 10-year ridiculous box office record that seemed like they could do no wrong. They were like
Blockbuster Video.
Yes, exactly. They didn't pay attention. They didn't get out of their own chamber and air bubble, and didn't realize that the world was changing, and also that they didn't have the hosses that they had, like Downey and Evans, that were great. And again, no disrespect to Anthony Mackie, who's a terrific actor and a terrific. Sam Wilson's a great character. He's not Captain America.
But the thing of it is, even any comic book fan could have told you when they were going for these movies, I go, those were the books that you would only buy if the other stuff wasn't in. Like, yeah, all right. I mean, Shang-Chi's a great character, but he's not the not the Spider-Man. And then they had the Eternals, again, not the Fantastic Four or the X-Men. But it was like they were going for that. They're like, oh, we did it with Guardians. We could do anything, and it didn't work.
Some of those stories were good. Like the Shang-Chi stories were pretty good. Yeah, tell some of those stories. What you did in the movies was not what we had in the comics.
No,
well, that's true too. You're right about that. I kind of disagree with Stanley, who says their problem is they don't respect the comics. I disagree.
No, they do. They love that. They the source material. They honor.
Feige gets Marvel. Feige and certainly James Gunn, and now that he's at DC as well. But I think these guys understand and like the comics, but also, you don't want the exact literal thing regurgitated for a movie or a television show. You want something different. But I agree with you. I miss the secret agent aspect of Shang-Chi that we got in the comics and stuff. Yeah.
Right? I was thinking that too. Yeah. I was like, this is going to be like that cool James Bond type of thing that was going on with the Doug Mensch books in the 70s.
Also, to kind of make Shang-Chi's dad the de facto Mandarin with the 10 rings and everything. It's like, nah.
And then they had that whole thing at the end with that weird dragon thing that came out through the. I'm like, what is going on here? Is it an alien? What is happening?
It's just like on DC side when they did the Josh Brolin Jonah Hex thing, and they had all the supernatural stuff, and it's like, just give us a Western. That's all we need. Just give us a good Western.
Bad.
Horrible.
It was so bad.
But again, that's what they just think that they're in their own bubble. And they think their crap doesn't stink. And it's like, well, they loved everything else we've thrown at them. And really, the big test was Guardians. Because, again, when it was announced, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I mean, they
boom. Nobody knew who the hell these guys were.
no.
Rocket and Groot were suddenly
they gave him a great story. It was a great story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
all three of those movies were really, really, really good.
Yeah, but Ant-Man 3 sucked. I was like, what is happening here? I was expecting to see the Michael Pena character, the Dave DeSmalchin character. I like those background guys. Do that. And then they went totally like, oh, we're going into the microverse. We're bringing in Kang. I'm like, what is happening here?
Well, that was to set up the whole Kang storyline.
And
then that fell apart.
And then, you know what, too? Wakanda Forever, too. I know Chadwick Boseman was great. Everybody does. No one said he wasn't. But the whole direction, like, we're not going to, replace them. We're going to, it was just that was a depressing movie, man.
Back to the whole Disney thing of, we need new IPs to attract young men. Every failure is 2 years away from correcting. So you can still go to the Marvel well. We'll see what Doomsday, because I also, they screwed themselves and Doomsday is going to suck, and so Secret Wars. You don't know. Shut up.
No, it's not.
Shut up. And also, again, they are pouring a ton of money, and I don't know if they're going to make their money back, because to bring everybody back, unless they had them already under contract, no matter what. I bet Downey costs a lot of money to come back.
Oh, I bet that's $100 million right there. Man.
Easily. So, I would think Evans is not cheap to bring back either.
Well, they haven't announced him.
But also, like, the 20 plus people that they've already announced, and they haven't announced everybody yet. I mean, it's crazy.
It's going to be like a mad world. But how long are they going to be on screen? For 2 seconds? It's like you can't put everybody there.
That's my question as well, Mitch. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if it's Doomsday, it'll be more Fantastic Four. It should be more of the Fantastic Four.
You would think, especially given where FF ended and everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And obviously we got to introduce the X-Men, and you're showing the classic X-Men. Well, I would hope that we're also going to have an additional new cast, because eventually they're going to, in 28 or whatever, we're finally going to get an MCU X-Men movie and stuff post Secret Wars.
Now, do you think DC is doing it the right way by taking their time and only doing one movie a year?
Yes.
And not doing 3 or 4.
Well, but also, as we've seen, and let's start talking about Peacemaker, which debuted, they're smart and they're seeding Peacemaker with elements of the Superman movie. We got the Justice Gang right there. Yeah. And that was great to see.
Which they retconned.
They retconned that. I like this. I'm like, wait a minute. I freeze framed. I go, that's not the scene that was in there. And then the girl even says the thing. Let's call the Justice Gang. I go, wait, what?
Yeah. I noticed right away when they showed the last
silhouettes.
Seasons,
yeah,
they showed the silhouettes. Aquaman wasn't holding his trident, and I remember that from the first. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not them. Like, no. So they changed that. Yeah.
Yep.
And Supergirl was in there too, because I'm like, who's the other person flying back there? And then they said it was Supergirl.
That's absolutely right.
In the background.
JD, respectfully, we all know this because we're old, but he wants to point out that Shang-Chi was based on Bruce Lee. The new actor has not the charisma that Bruce Lee had, I suppose, but I thought Simu Liu did fine.
He's a good guy. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, and I liked him in Kim's Convenience, his show. From
but North. You know what was weird about that, bringing in the Ben Kingsley? Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I liked the character, but it was like, what are you doing here?
The Mandarin the Mandarin in the MCU makes no sense at all.
No.
And again, I get it, because the Mandarin, you can argue. I disagree that it's Yellowface, and it's
no. The rings was the whole thing with the whole alien technology on the 10 rings. That would mean
right.
I don't
but
know.
Again, I as Disney got more and more control of Marvel, it was deemed that the Mandarin as depicted in the comics was problematic. I don't agree, but whatever.
But the Mandarin was, or you're probably more talking about Fu Manchu.
Yeah,
because obviously in the case of Shang-Chi, but also but also in the Iron Man movies when they used the Mandarin, it made that's what I think makes no sense. And also, they made the 10 Rings mystic instead of being the alien spaceship that the original comic book.
But the Mandarin does make sense for Iron Man in the comics,
right?
Because that's where he comes from. But it's how they brought him into the movie universe was
dumb. Why is this British actor the Mandarin?
Why are you trying to shoehorn this sucker in?
Yeah. Again, it's just like back to Star Trek.
No, it's a shame because I think Favreau, he didn't make that was Shane Black. He said one time that they were going to develop a 3-plot story and the Mandarin was going to be the bad guy in the 3rd movie. and then things happen.
I thought how they set him up was actually pretty cool because it was misdirected, like he wasn't really the Mandarin type thing. So I thought that was actually pretty good and going in the right direction. But then
wasn't there some turn in one of those shorts?
Yeah,
where
he broke him out of prison. Yeah, the real
he's
Mandarin King.
Yeah, he's more capable than I'm just an actor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very funny short. I mean, they show him like on a Magnum PI, and he had a movie career in the '80s, and then he got into drugs, and it went downhill. He had a rock band. It's funny to watch, but then you're like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they made a crypto cartoon that's on now. I think it's on streaming or something, and it's James Gunn presents, and it's done just like the movie with the little, Warner. Just what is it? DC Universe? Whatever their logo is now? DC Movies. The Bullet. Yeah, and it's an animated throwback to like an old type of Warner Brothers slapstick thing about crypto chasing a pigeon that shitted literally on his stoop, and he got mad about it, and that pigeon's throwing bird crap at him. It's a funny 5-minute long, Tom and Jerry slapstick kind of chase like we watched as kids. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. They're doing this.
And where is this?
It's on YouTube. Just go to the DC channel or Warner Brothers channel, whatever the hell it is. But
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying they spent money to make this, but like, who can see it? I mean, I saw it by accident, but like, why didn't you put this on at the beginning of the Superman movie or something? I'm like, whatever. Maybe it'll be on the DVD.
All right. Mario brings up an interesting point, and it is something I wanted to discuss. And I'll slightly disagree with him, although I get where he's coming from. He says, as a dad, I found the orgy scene disturbing in Peacemaker. If you take your kids to Superman, they like the Justice Gang. So you go to watch Peacemaker. It's kind of callous. I hear you. I sort of agree, but I also think there's room for R-rated stories in the DCU. And I'm glad James Gunn is sticking to his game.
And that's exactly what he said in an interview recently.
That it's not for kids.
It's R-rated.
Like, well,
yeah.
Plus,
there's different aspects of the DC universe, and he said in the first season they talked about his drug addiction and his lapsing in judgment and stuff like that. Here, they're showing it because of everything that's happened to him. Like he breaks up with the girl.
His brother,
he doesn't get the job.
His Klansman father, for God's sake. Yeah. All that. And again, no, that's strong meat for children. And again, yes, I'm sorry, kids. No, you can't watch Peacemaker. I'm sorry. Deal with it. Langley says the crypto thing was released on the digital release with Superman.
Wow.
It's there. But yes, I agree, Langley. Peacemaker has always been R-rated as hell. No kid should be watching it. Yes, I agree. And sorry, Stanley. Stanley's like they should all be PG-13 or under. I disagree. I'm sorry. There are enough adult fans of this stuff that there should be programming.
Case in point, Deadpool.
I was going to say Deadpool's not a PG-13.
Yep.
It's not PG.
PG-13, it would suck. Didn't they do that with the second one? Didn't they make a PG-13?
No, it's still hard.
No, it's still hard. Good. But also didn't stop them from making Deadpool toys. Go ahead, Wayne.
With Deadpool, they also released a PG-13 version of it with him on the unicorn. So they had him telling the story. They redid like the Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Yeah, you're right. I saw that.
Savage.
Yeah.
So Deadpool has always been R.
Wasn't Suicide Squad the second one rated R? The James Gunn one? Or the Harley Quinn movie? One of them was rated R, wasn't it?
Feel free to look it up, Ombudsman.
Well, Joker was rated R, right?
Oh yeah, Joker's rated R.
Definitely, both of them were. Mario says not arguing that, but it would turn away newcomers. Again, Peacemaker is not for kids and newcomers.
And honestly, yeah. Sorry, John, but like,
go ahead.
Superman, Green Lantern, Batman, whatever. Yeah, those may be geared towards kids. Which kid knows who Peacemaker is?
Nobody.
So you can make that one an adult one. Yeah.
Yes.
The Harley Quinn cartoon.
Yeah, very R-rated. Yeah, Suicide Squad was R. Thank you, Langley, and where Peacemaker originated. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So again, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be for all ages. I disagree with that, and I think we're sophisticated enough that, and you'll forgive me because we're talking about nerd shit. But again, I think we're old enough and wise enough that there can be movies for us. And
when I was a kid, man, I mean, the Terminator was rated R. Terminator 2 was rated R. I mean, yeah, they're good movies. I saw them as an adult, but those were not kid pictures, those movies.
Oh,
well, and there's always been parents
Alien, no,
that
Alien
Sword and
wasn't.
Sorcery, that Sword and Sorcery movie that my
I
mother and
love that
grandmother took
movie.
me to with the
Kathleen Beller and Mike Lee Horsley.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
No, this was a different one with like Barbie. The Barbie, they were like Barbie twins.
Oh,
They were
that
Barbie
no.
yeah.
I don't know the movie. I know I want to see that. Man, the Barbie twins are like the scariest Stepford wives you've ever. They have like nobody's home. If you look at those glassy eyes, nobody's home.
I saw it in the theater because I'm like, ooh, Sword and Sorcery. I love Sword and Sorcery. And my mother and my grandmother, both Italian, took me to see the movie.
Oh man,
I
bet that was a fun car ride home. Jeez.
I
we didn't talk about
it. I remember my grandma took me to see Rocky, and I was 9, going on 10. And the fact that Paulie said, I think he said, "Did you screw my sister?"
Yeah, did you bang
she
her?
was furious in that.
Sure.
Oh my gosh! She went home, told my mother they said that word in the movie, and I'm like, now looking back, whatever. But back in the 70s, that was something.
Oh no! Well, again, 70s movies were more edgy. Franco, Mario wants to know: is it Barbarian Queen with the? Was that the name of the movie?
I can't remember the name of it, but probably.
Oh, that has Sybil Danning in it.
No, that's
Barbarian Queen.
I love
these are the Barbie twins were in it, and I remember.
Yeah, you got to look up the IMDb for the Barbie twins. Wayne.
Sybil Danning playing with fire.
One of them. Oh, sure, absolutely. That's one of those hot teacher.
Oh yeah,
he gets the student to kill for her. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, but now watch it. Now I watch it. It's on Tubi. A lot of these are on Tubi.
There's a lot of nudity on Tubi. Let me just say.
I did not bring it up to Brian Toshi when he was at my show. He was one of the Teenage Turtles, but I wanted to ask him what was it like on the set of Hot Dog the movie.
Sure. Was he in Revenge of the Nerds? Was he?
He is in Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah.
My God, that guy is not aged in 40 years.
No, and he's in everything. He's in like Police Academy movies. And he came in to get his badge the first night, and I did a double take. I go, Brian Toshi, because I made his graphic for the website, so I kind of knew him. But I'm like, Jesus Christ, you look exactly like you did in 1984. He's like, oh, thanks, man. I go, no, I'm serious. You have not
that's
aged
scary, man. No, some people age gracefully, and then we get vampires like Brian Tochi, who clearly, I don't know what deal he made with the devil.
And
but
even Cousin Oliver didn't look that bad.
Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't meet Robbie Rist.
I met him, and I see him when he comes to the show. I go, I hate you. He goes, what? I just met you. I go, I know, but I hated Cousin Oliver, and I swear as a child, I said, if I ever meet that guy, I'm going to punch him out. He goes, don't hit me. I go, well, I can't now because I need you for the show. But he had a Cousin Oliver 8x10 black and white. It's sold out the first night. I go, where's the freaking picture? He goes, they're all gone.
I loved his Saturday morning show, Big John, Little John, with Herb Edelman, where he was. Herb Edelman finds the fountain of youth, and he turns into Robbie Rist.
Apparently, he was he's a rock singer. He has a band.
Yes,
he looks like a combination of a young John Denver and Roy Thomas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like a chubby Roy Thomas. Yeah,
that's hilarious. I saw a 1975 Stan interviewing Roy Thomas video, and it must have been made for like New York local access because they had like local New York commercials for a comic store. And a couple other like local things. Yeah, it was really, and also he had a commercial for Buscema doing an art class that you could sign up for.
Oh, John's?
John Buscema or whatever.
Yeah.
I always say, that's a name I always get wrong.
Buscema.
So Buscema, excuse me. JD wants to know if we've seen the Red Sonja movie. I have not.
Wait, it's out?
Is it out?
It was released in theaters for like 1 or 2 days or something like that, or over a weekend, I think. Yeah.
Is it streaming otherwise? I don't know where else it's playing.
Maybe not yet.
Interesting.
It wasn't the Sydney Sweeney movie that bombed. I didn't even know she had a movie.
Pete Beiser says John Cena doing a great job on Peacemaker. I completely agree. I love it. I think it's great. I like the idea that they're using the portals in a different way than Lex in the Superman movie. But I think all that's really interesting. I really and believe me, Mario, I hear you. That the orgy scene was gratuitous, but again, it's an R-rated show, so I'm okay. And much like The Boys, I'm like, I'm all right with that.
Yeah. You know what was weird about that R-rated? There weren't a lot of hot people in that orgy. It looked like we were all having one.
I wasn't looking at their faces.
There was one dude who's real chubby that was like getting it on. I go, hell, that looks like me.
Far too many male genitalia for my taste.
Right? That's what I was thinking too, and not even really.
I liked it.
Yeah,
What, the genitalia?
All of it.
No, but I was going to say they weren't even well hung. It wasn't like porno material. It was
you didn't see all of them. I went back and watched that scene about 6-7 times. It was awesome.
Yes, Stanley. I'm going to jump in. Stanley, not only did I meet Karen Allen at Terrificon every single day, but you could watch my panel with her, which is now streaming on Fandom Spotlight, I think it is. It's on the Terrificon page. Not that you wouldn't just watch John Suntress's Word Balloon, but for a brief moment in between John's shows, if you want to go watch me and Karen Allen, go ahead.
I think only the Splash Page people had cameras in the room I was doing.
I know. I don't know what happened. I thought they were supposed to film your stuff too, and then I was like, because I made a stage back there for them to put the camera on, and every time I went back there, I go, why is there no camera on the stage? But Splash Pages did record all your stuff, so
they did, and they're just, and I understand they're showing the panels that their guy Drew did first, which God bless him, that's fine. I'm just
I saw yours up there. I saw your shooter one.
Yeah, that's the only one they've posted so far.
Yeah,
and I put it on my channel as well.
They're piecing them out slowly.
It's okay. That's right. Yeah. See, and it's funny. I was telling Wayne before we started, and it's a good excuse to kind of let the audio audience know as well. The audio audience has been getting the Terrificon panels left and right. Oh yeah. I'm almost done. I literally have. I think I only have the shooter panel left.
Did you post you posted the Macchio, Ramita, and Aniseni one?
Oh yeah,
I want to hear that one.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great, but because also I don't want that stuff to get dated. Although that's an evergreen subject. But it's like, no, man, I want, because like the Trexperts, when they do panels at GalaxyCon and stuff, I mean, they're still releasing stuff from last year.
Oh no! I tried to get them all out within a month of the show.
Yeah.
But I don't like putting 3 or 4 up in a day though, because I think people miss stuff. It's like one a day to space it out.
Yeah, of course.
My panel's up there too somewhere. I don't know if they released.
Oh, your panel got recorded too? I didn't see
there was someone recording it.
Yeah, that was probably Carrie's guys and Drew. They probably
Splash Pages.
Yeah. Yes, Splash Pages.
So Mike Conrad says too many pieces in Peacemaker. I hear you, man. And Langley says Peace Packers. And I'm not depriving the video viewers, Stanley. I'm just I didn't record it. If I made my own video, they'd be up simultaneously with the audio.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's why it's important to listen to Word Balloon as much as it is to watch Word Balloon.
Hey, did everyone think John Cena is a good actor?
Yes,
he's good for this part.
Yeah,
right?
he's getting better.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
he's getting better.
Much like The Rock. Yeah, much like The Rock. Give him time. And I honestly think even prior to Peacemaker, I liked him in Sisters, the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler movie. He's really funny. He's a drug dealer in that. He's very funny in Trainwreck. The Amy Schumer movie where he plays one of the guys that. Yeah.
Did they try to make him like an action star? Was he like in a thriller or something? I don't know. I'm asking.
That's a good question.
Because usually those big guys, that's what they do. It's like, the guy that's on Reacher.
He started that way.
Yeah, the WWE is very good at taking their. Yeah. Oh, that's
right.
Oh,
the Marine. Yeah.
Oh, he was the Marine?
The first one. Then it was that Miz guy for the next 7.
Right.
Whatever.
And that's what they do.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah. But again, that's what, it is interesting. I don't know any of the creative producers, but a guy I went to grade school with is on the money side of the WWE movies that they make. And they're very smart about that. They're low budget action movies that, again, they've got a built-in audience who, I want to see the Miz in an action movie. Sure. Why not?
I didn't even know they had their own production company. So,
Mario says both Chris Batista and John Cena are better actors than The Rock. Disagree. I think they're all fine actors.
The Rock can be funny.
Rock, and also even that stupid movie where he's the dad and his daughter loves ponies and everything. Not the Tooth Fairy. What's it called? Franco?
The Tooth Fairy.
Well, there's that one, but there's another.
The other one was where his
his daughter. Yeah, and he's a football player, and the daughter bonds with the team and everything. Yeah, he's cute in that. Honestly, the movie that nobody talks about with The Rock that I really thought he did a great job is Snitch, where his son gets involved with a drug dealing thing, and Susan Sarandon's like a DA, and she wants to use him as bait to get to the drug dealers. And he's like, I'll infiltrate the drug dealers for you. Leave my kid alone. And John Barenthal is in that movie and is his main.
John Barenthal's in everything.
I know. He's sadly becoming like Pedro Pascal. Yes. Thank you, Mario. The Game Plan is the movie where The Rock.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
What is it? Also, Stay Cool, the sequel to Get Shorty.
Be Cool. Yeah, Be Cool. Yeah,
he's in that.
He was in a lot of kids' movies because I remember my kids saw him in Escape to Witch Mountain, The Tooth Fairy, and he was in a hockey one. Yeah, it was like all over. That's when he had hair. He's got some new one coming out that looks really good. Actually, he's got a wig on.
It's about the MMA fighter.
Yeah. That looks good. So,
yep,
is what it
is.
I
still know it's The Rock though.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
I mean?
Sure.
Like they put makeup on him and stuff like that. It was still The Rock.
You know which one he was really bad in though? It was the one with the earthquake, San Andreas, with that pretty girl.
Oh yeah,
with nice eyes.
Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah. From Stanford.
I love her.
She's amazing. But that was, and Carla Gugino was the mom, and it was just over the top disaster.
Also,
movie.
the one with the giant ape was a bad movie too.
Mighty Joe Young, the new
one.
Rampage.
No, one with the Rock.
Rampage. Oh, the video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sucked.
Crap. Yep. Again,
well, it's so funny.
That's okay.
No, it's so funny. I was looking at guests for next year, and I was thinking about a certain big actor who played Aquaman, and I said, "Oh, he's got to be cheap." And then my wife said, "No, he was just in this Minecraft movie that made like $1 billion." I go,
yeah.
Made $1 billion. She goes, "Oh, yes, God, it's huge."
Yeah.
So, that was the big kid.
Jack Black.
Teen movie. That was the big teen movie.
Yeah.
As opposed to because
not really. Because my son, he's 26, 27, and he played that game when he was younger, so he's watching it.
Right.
So you have like kids that are kids, 25, 26, 27, 30 years old going to see that movie.
Yeah, millennials and Gen Z. I respect that.
But there are still $1 billion movies out there.
Yeah, but again, I was going to say like Lilo and Stitch and Minecraft, but again, that's different, and also they haven't had the superhero slump that I think, unfortunately, since Endgame.
Well, how about this? How about you put out something other than superheroes? Like
I have no problem with that.
Like a Western?
But again, sure, but I don't know if people are going to come back to Westerns or whatever.
I don't know if you guys saw Fantastic Four, obviously, in the theaters, but when I saw it, I was out in California for San Diego. They ran a promo for Naked Gun, but it was did you see that, like the Naked Gun movie? But he was like hyping up the superhero aspect of it, like saying, "Hey, you want to see a superhero movie?"
No, the one I saw, he was dressed as a little girl in a bank robbery.
Right, there was one where he came out in the Fantastic Four movie that I saw. There was a promo where he comes out and he talks about, "Hey, I know you're in a superhero movie right now." So maybe it was just for that theater or something like that, or those chain of theaters. But yeah.
Mike says, "Say what you want about Black Adam, but I dug that movie. I liked Black Adam enough. The problem was he pissed off all the Warner Brothers executives with his demands, and it didn't perform well enough. And it really pissed them off that they didn't use Zach Levi for that final scene." And instead, he demanded that Henry Cavill come back as Superman. And it's like, again.
No, he said there's no way that Zach Levy could beat me. They were like, no, you don't understand. Shazam and Black Adam are the, arch villain and hero.
Right.
He's like, I understand that, but come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're an idiot.
Get over yourself. Exactly. Yes. And of course, he will soon be Lobo in the
he will. Did you read the Tom King book? I never read it. Is Lobo a big part of that or not really?
Oh, you mean Omega Man?
No. I know Omega Man. I'm talking about the Supergirl that they're basing the next movie in.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't remember it being there. There was a Superman Lobo thing that Seeley did. I'll look it up, but I don't seem to remember that.
Well, that's why I was just curious why he's in the movie. I'm like, oh, maybe he was a part.
I'm sure it's going to depart from it. But
I mean that's the thing. It's
King is still writing.
Yeah. Right, and but also not writing that story anymore. But
no, he's writing the movie, the Supergirl movie.
Yes, he is. He is. But also, they want.
Yeah.
Again, I understand. It's much like including Black Widow in Iron Man 2. So or the Justice Gang in the Superman movie. You want to add these other people in, and it does make sense that it's going to be an outer space story. That it's a great way to introduce Lobo. but it's not, and also again, you don't want just a literal translation.
No, I don't want the Watchmen or 300. I mean, those were page for
okay,
page.
yeah. Stanley and Mario confirmed that. Yeah, he was not in the Supergirl story.
Oh, okay.
In the comic story. So yeah, okay. All right.
So it is different. Well, it's funny. I saw a behind the scenes thing again. I think they're all on Warner Brothers. Maybe they're part of the digital Superman release, but they showed set footage with Ordway and everybody there with James Gunn. And he comes out to see John Ostrander, and James Gunn does. And he goes, hey, you know what today's is? 27 years ago. And they're all like, no, what? And he says to Ostrander, you created Mr. Terrific 27 years ago. And everyone kind of looked and went, yeah, because they know that it was really Mr. Terrific was just redone. He didn't really, I guess.
Well, but it is that Michael Holt.
It's that version of him.
Versus Terry Sloan.
Yeah, but just look at Ostrander's face. He was kind of like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm gonna have to look.
James Gunn was more excited about it than he was. Hey,
that's his Mr.
You did Mr. Terrific. He's like,
yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, Johnny, did a million other things. He
did a million. Like if you did Grim Jack, yeah, that was awesome.
Then he would have really been impressed. Oh, thank you. So I love Johnny. Johnny's a good man. I worry about him because he's had his eye. He was supposed to come here.
Yeah, he was supposed to come to the show, but he actually left to go to the premiere of the Suicide Squad because he's in that one scene with Rooker when he puts the thing in his thing.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. And again, I'm so glad that they made the second movie because it really redeemed the first movie, which sucks.
Yeah,
sorry,
but
I don't want to see his cut. No,
the marketing people screwed that up. No way. It's 6 Ways to Sunday. All they had to do was change the title, The Suicide Squad Rides Again, or something like that. Because when my kid goes, oh, isn't this on TV? I go, no, that's Suicide Squad. He goes, what's this one? I go, this is The Suicide Squad. My kid goes, are you kidding me? I go, no. That's the difference is the word the. Yeah, he goes, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I go,
well, how's that different than Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man?
You need to disinherit those kids.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. You gotta go. They gotta
go. Well, I'm sorry. Box office results did prove my kid right because the Suicide Squad did not make like $10 million.
Because again, if you don't have A-list heroes and characters that people know, and I know you had Margot Robbie, and I know she was already, whatever in the first movie, it's not enough. Again,
no, you know what they did wrong with that one too?
Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, same problem. Go ahead.
They released that day streaming ad in the theaters the same. It was when they were still doing that experiment. Like you could watch it at home or you could watch it in the theaters. It's out.
I didn't remember that.
Oh no, it was out in August, and I remember telling Rooker because he was at my show. He was going to the premiere. I'm like, bro, pick one. Do not do both because it's not going to make money. Because half the people stay home, the other half will be like, wait, it's on TV. I don't know what's going on here. So that was not a smart move back then. No, the whole streaming thing is done. I wish to God if you can go back in time, get rid of this streaming. What is it? 3-4 weeks now before things are on? Maybe
no, it's not that fast, but it's like 3 months.
Superman was a month ago.
Yeah, no, but again, it's on it. It costs like $50 to get it. It's not just sitting.
It's $20.
It's not.
I looked.
Is it really?
It's only $24.
You'll forgive me, Mitch, but I want to look it up because, and again,
look it up because you know why, Johnny? I bought it, so I know.
Oh, there you go. All right, because honestly, that is different than if it was just sitting on HBO Max right now.
No,
which was what it was, But Langley says it's between 45 to 60 days as far, and right now it is 30 as far as Superman goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. That's different because Thunderbolts isn't coming on.
No, it's on Disney Wednesday, the 27th.
Right. Yeah. So that's 3 months. So yeah. All right. Whatever.
Yeah.
A little around 3 months, I think. Because it was.
But no, I watched a thing the other day, a video, a thing called Screen Crush. The guy explained how these movies make money now, and he showed the old model with the movie, and then the DVD, and then eventually the streaming.
Right.
But he shows now how it works with streaming. They actually make a lot more money doing these streaming things because you're paying $30 to watch it, and the movie company's like, we don't have to make a DVD. We don't have to do a production.
Right.
We don't have to ship it to a store. So believe it or not, movies are still making money, even though I go, they must be out of business.
Yeah. Well, and also not only that, but also the endorsement deals they make for all the commercial tie-ins and stuff. That's another revenue stream that is only gotten bigger and bigger Yeah. And it's like, sorry, it's not just the ticket buying that, well, there you go. It sucked and it failed. And it's like, no. And again, these armchair people that it's like, you're not in the studio business. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
By the way, you know what?
Galactus Fossil Watch.
I'm sorry, say that again, Wayne. What was that?
My Galactus Fossil Watch that I bought that was released for the movie. Galactus.
What's a Fossil Watch?
Yeah, Fossil's the name of the company.
Is the name of the company.
Like okay. All right, whatever.
No, what was I going to tell you? I saw comic books in a gas station the other day for sale.
Good.
Like a cardboard display with those $1.50 DC books they're doing. They're like one-offs or the issue ones. They're polybagged. You get 3 books for like $5 or $6. And
that's funny.
I have not seen a comic book on sale in a gas station in like 50 years, 40 years or something like that.
Years or so, yeah.
At least they're trying something.
Stanley wants to know what people think of Alien Earth. I will confess I still haven't watched it.
I watched it. It's very good. It's very cinematic. It's almost like movie quality. But I've only watched 2 parts. I haven't seen the 3rd part.
I'll agree with Mitch that it is very cinematic. I just find the editing very sharp, harsh.
Yeah, I noticed they were doing the quick cuts. Yeah,
well, and it fades to black, and it's black for seconds. Like it's not an easy transition between it.
No, I think they were doing that to save money. They're like, if we show it real fast, you won't notice that we're not spending a lot of money.
I don't know.
What was the other thing? Peacemaker was good. Oh, what the other thing you didn't mention? They mentioned Kite Man on Peacemaker. They are showing some of the other thing. He said he had a fight with Kite Man.
Right. And that's an animated series that's been out there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess it's all tied.
I liked it. I like it. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, just mentioning the character, who's to say if and when James will put him in something? But I think the Kite Man series as it exists, the animated series, could easily fit in this James Gunn universe if he wants to use that.
Well, I'm looking forward to Lanterns is coming out, I think, this year, right?
Next year.
Oh, next year. That looks good.
Yep.
With
no, I agree.
Kyle Chandler. Yeah.
Yep, from early edition right? Wasn't he on that?
I used to watch him on
Lights, of course. Yeah.
No, he was on a show. His first thing was a thing called Hometown or something. It was during World War II. It was actually a cute show. They were showing like
I remember that show. Yeah.
Remember that? He was a baseball player on that show. It was like his brother went out to war.
Then early edition, then Friday Night Lights, I believe.
He was in that. He was
No, I think it's good casting, and I hope they don't kill Hal Jordan.
He was in King Kong, actually. That long movie by Peter, what's his name?
Peter Jackson's King Kong?
Yeah, he's in that movie. It's like, that was too long.
Oh, that's interesting. Langley says Kyle Chandler's daughter is the star of Alien Earth.
Oh, no kidding.
I did not know that.
I'm so old now that the people that I watch have kids on TV now. Holy crap.
JD says there's a new movie about the Vietnam War Marines against dinosaurs. It reminds him of Aliens.
Oh, I saw a preview for that, yeah.
Oh, there's some new Predator thing coming out. I think Kevin Smith was talking about it. Is it animated that has like a new Predator movie?
Well, I know there is an animated Predator thing that's out there.
I watched that one. That I saw. That was with Samurai.
There's also a live action one that's coming out too.
Okay,
I think it's Blood Hunt.
Yeah, with the young warrior, right?
Yeah. I saw the trailer for that.
I saw the trailer for that as well. Yes.
You know the Predator movie that was on Hulu, Prey, was really good.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw that one. Yeah.
The Native American girl. That was a good one.
That was really good.
Badlands. That's it. Predator Badlands is the new movie.
Yep. There you go.
Well, is there any big movies coming out this fall? I think it's kind of quiet.
Yeah, we need to go to the movies. We haven't been to the movies.
No, I know, but there's nothing. What's Avatar 3? I could care less.
No,
yeah, really,
I hate those movies.
I know. I still haven't seen the second one because I don't care.
You're not missing anything. I fell asleep in that one.
Yeah, it's been too long. I don't care.
I saw the first one, and it sucked. I hated the first one.
kind of.
I saw it. I wanted to see it because everybody's talking about it. Visually, it was fantastic.
Right.
But I'm like, this movie sucks. The story sucks. Everything. I hate everything about this movie.
I liked it better when it was called Dances with Wolves.
I was going to call it Pocahontas, but it's the same thing.
So,
It was, yeah. I don't get it, and he's committed to doing the rest of his life is just making Avatar movies.
It's his Star. It's his Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah,
like,
he's got the money to burn. If he wants to do it, fine.
He does.
You know,
he
whatever.
Does.
He's James Cameron. Don't push him.
Why?
I'll push
so
him.
There's August 29th, the updated version of Toxic Avenger.
Oh, with Peter Dinklage?
Finally.
Peter Dinklage.
That might be something we can go to.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
That is going to be interesting because it's based on Trauma, but it's a Legendary movie. And so I don't know if we'll have the charm of the Trauma productions.
Come on, Legendary did that the Kong Godzilla movies that we.
But they did the Nolan Batman movies. So Legendary can make good movies. It's possible.
Hey, is Monarch coming back? That TV show about Godzilla? Is that a thing?
Yes, but unfortunately, no. But it is coming back. But Fraction is not involved in season 2.
Oh, I wonder if Wyatt Russell's on it again.
Yeah, I don't know, given that all of this stuff was flashback,
right?
So I don't.
Kurt Russell, that's true.
And for that matter, if Kurt's even going to come back necessarily, because the way it ended, the season ended. But I liked the young kids enough that they were okay. And again, if the tone stays the same as it did in that first season, and also Matt's co-creator is involved with season 2, so
But that's a good way to you get those 2 stars to anchor the whole series, and then you do a good story with the younger kids, and then they could carry it on. That works.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, I know what's coming out. There's going to be a Wonder Man TV show
in December. Yes,
in December. Yep. Yeah.
Tron Ares is coming out in October.
Oh, Tron's
that's right. And that trailer looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The Running Man and Badlands is November.
Crazy.
Running Man. I want to see.
Oh, the Running Man's coming back. Oh yeah, with the new kid, Glenn Powell.
Yep.
I like Glenn.
Wicked for Good.
Yes,
is also in November.
Yeah, John Campio, one of the YouTubers that I watch, was saying that right now the Superman film is the 6th highest grossing film of the year. Yeah. But he says Avatar and the one you just mentioned,
Wicked,
the Wicked sequel will likely knock that down a couple of notches.
But you really think that the Avatar movies are going to do? How well did the second one do?
It made a lot of money overseas, like China and stuff.
All right.
I don't know.
I saw it. I was like, I could care less.
I forgot. Mario, I didn't realize Edgar Wright is the director of the Glenn Powell Running Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a good sign.
That makes
There's also that movie that's coming out not till next spring, that Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling as the actor.
Oh, that looks good.
This looks really good. Yeah. And again, based on the novel, and it's the same novelist that made The Martian. He wrote the novel for Hail Mary.
Really?
So that guy knows what he's doing.
And he's doing Ryan Gosling is doing the Last Starfighter or something like that.
It's for Star Wars. Yeah. Next summer is going to be the Grogu. Yeah. No, Mandalorian's next summer's Star Wars movie, and the Starfighter is the year after for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars for 2027. They're going to re-release in the theaters. Yay!
September 24th, Marvel Zombies.
Oh,
yeah, animated show. Yeah, animated series. Yep.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's not till next summer. And Doomsday's next December, a year from December.
Only 2 next year. And that Spider-Verse movie comes out in 2050, I think. I don't know what happened to it.
I know. No kidding. I know. It's crazy how long it's
What a screw up that thing was. I mean, if you don't know when the next one's coming out, buddy, 5 years.
No, you know what? It's animation, though. So you can't.
I know that, but Jesus.
But that long, Franco? Really?
Yeah, but you know what? The first one came out, blew everybody out of the water. The second one came out, and they're like, there's no way they can match the first one. Blew everybody out of the water. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I hope so.
But 7 years or 6 years between movies? That's a long time, man.
Yeah, that is a long time, especially for even an animated movie. I don't know, man.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
We'll see. Oh, I didn't know that. JD says Liam Neeson is in a movie that looks very much like the Andromeda Strain.
He is?
Well, it looks like it. Doesn't mean it's a direct.
Also, the Spider-Verse movies were Chris Miller and Lloyd.
Lord,
Lord and Miller.
Those are the guys that are doing the Archie movie.
Yes.
Oh, they are? The Tom King's writing?
Yep.
That's going to be good, and that's live action, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean that's still time away.
Right,
Oh,
but I'm
it
saying
is?
they just announced that a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago or last week
Yeah.
or something like that, and they're
They should get the kid that played Jimmy Olsen to play Archie.
He would be good. He was a good Jimmy Olsen. He'd be a good Archie.
I don't know who he is. Apparently, he was a kid actor. I didn't realize that.
I don't remember specific movies, but I know I've seen him before when he was a younger kid.
Yeah, they said,
he's
"Oh no,
good.
he's been in movies for a while." I go, "He is." Oh,
Oh, I didn't realize that. Langley says Lord and Miller also directed Hail Mary.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh, there you go.
You know who I should have got for Terrificon, Connecticut's Terrificon? I should have brought in Max Allan Collins. I should have, because he made Road to Perdition, and I had Tyler Hoechlin, who was the kid.
Oh, that's true.
From Road to Perdition, and I wasn't even thinking that because you never see Max Allan Collins at a con.
Other
you know why?
He does San Diego every year. But
he does. I was going to say, out here he's never
Yes.
been. I don't think I've ever met him in my life, but that's because God forbid, I like comics and bring comic creators. What do you mean you didn't get the guy from who's the boss or whatever? The comments
Tony
I get
Danza?
From Who's
Tony
the Boss?
Danza. What's his name? Ramona? Is that Mona?
Mona, not Ramona. Ramona's those kids movies. Beverly Cleary.
I mean, the comments people write in, could you get so-and-so? I go, why the hell would I get that person? Why? And I go after them. They're like, oh, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, because you're stupid. That's why. That's
wow. Harsh. Well, again, brace yourselves, everybody, because come Thursday, it's 4.5 Vulcans.
It's going to be the best Star Wars.
Is that like 3.5 men?
Ever.
Is that what they're telling
and a little lady and a little person as a widow trained assassin.
3 Klingons and a baby coming next summer.
A baby.
Well, you were saying that they did a musical, they did all this. The only thing they didn't do was a half-hour sitcom, so maybe that's what this is.
No, that's what's going to be
That's what. Imagine if it has a laugh track. That would be nuts. If you heard canned laughter, yeah.
Man, I hope not. Hey, you know what would be great? Star Trek Year One. No, it wouldn't. So go away and stop that. Wouldn't it be great, everybody? Come on, let's write your letters and everything.
A Christmas pageant. Like they go to a planet and they have to pretend they're
Guardians. I like the Guardians Christmas special, and I love that song by the old 97s.
Star Trek needs to do one.
Well, they did
Strange New Worlds. No, Strange New Worlds needs to do one.
Yeah, okay.
With a Spock as the shepherd, like Linus,
Ho ho ho. Yeah, I don't know.
I bring you good tidings and joy.
There's a star in the Far East.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for space. But unfortunately, that would be Spock's sister. Oh, that's right. Michael Burnham was space.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. And again, man, I'm telling you, I'm watching all the hate shows and they're laughing at Disney. And it's like, well, gee, again, you really blew it with those sequels, Star Wars, where everyone's like, oh, no, but it was just as much about Finn and Poe Dameron. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Rey. It was Rey for 3 movies.
Oh, my God. That was such a cool setup. I thought for sure Finn was going to be a Jedi Knight and he was going to be the new hope. And no, we can't have that. Why can't you? Why?
He's a black guy. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid racist Hollywood efforts. I swear to God, that was such a good premise. I go, he's a stormtrooper, and he woke up. That was the Force Awakens because he couldn't kill those people because he had a change of heart, and now he's going to join the good side, and that is a good story. Not some girl that's out in the desert who never held a lightsaber in her life and suddenly can fight a guy who's a Sith-trained warrior.
What are you talking about? She's a Skywalker. Come on. She's a Skywalker.
I'm a Skywalker.
No, she was an adopted Skywalker.
She's a Palpatine. She's a Palpatine. Exactly.
She's a Palpatine. Oh, It's because you're a Saltine. Yes, I am Master Skywalker. I'm Saltine. No one knows who Palpatine is. Nobody knew. I knew who he was, but and Snoke. Here's a really cool villain. We don't know what it is. Very mysterious. Yeah, we'll just kill him in a second. Don't worry about it. I was like, what the hell?
Yep. No,
I couldn't return that action figure fast enough to the store. I'm like, quick, give me my money back. This guy's dead. He ain't shit. I don't want this toy. It's going to be worthless. It was on the $5 pile in a week. Whatever. No. No, really? And you give somebody hundreds of millions of dollars to make a movie and they don't have a plan? Like, no, let's make it up as we go.
Mario says he thinks he hates Humberto Ortegas more than Michael Burnham. I don't know.
That's
not
harsh.
much of a cockroach race. I got to be
No,
honest.
it's
Yeah.
not that
Come on
bad.
now.
She flies the
everyone-
ship, dude. She flies the ship. Come on.
Stanley. No. Umberto, not Erica. Erica flies the ship.
Oh, the
Umberto
guy.
makes-
Oh, the
Umberto
brother.
makes bad movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stanley says we should do a reaction video to the next episode of.
We
Star Trek.
should. I would love to do that. Franco would do drawing. I'd be falling asleep. Wayne would be watching it, and John would just be staring at it, screaming.
Yeah, well, I'd get myself. Oh, hold on,
that's
zooming
pretty.
in. Hold on, zooming in.
Oh, you got a green screen on. It's got.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
No, I can see it.
through it
Black Bolt, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
with some Kirby cackle.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I think my episode would be demonetized if I were to have my live reaction to that.
I would just be swearing on it.
Right. Yeah.
You just hear, what the F? What the
Yep.
what? Are you effing kidding me?
And it's it's gonna be good because Patton Oswalt's in it. So it's gonna be a great drama. Oh
yeah, he's a Vulcan.
Yeah,
he's whatever.
Crap.
I'm telling you,
again, nothing against his comedy
ever.
I do think he's funny, but
no, you should have got Brian Posehn to be a Vulcan because he's big. That'd be funny. Brian Posehn.
Yes.
Chakotay, Artie.
Artie's watching us. Yes, indeed.
Chakotex.
All right. There you go.
A napkin from
our thoughts on what is Starfleet, and
we still don't know.
More. Yeah,
nobody knows. What is it? Knock knock. Who's there? Starfleet.
It's the people that make Starfleet. Starfleet doesn't make the people. Yeah, thanks, Uhura. Shut up.
Asgard is not a place; it's its people. They even ripped off Thor. Jesus Christ! There's no end to the thievery on the show.
Well, look forward to the iDreamy and Bewitched-like hijinks of 4.5 Vulcans that is coming your way this Thursday on Paramount Plus. Soon to be revealed on the next episode of Trek Watch. I hope you'll join us. Thanks a lot. A great discussion as always, boyos. And until then, well, it was. Yeah, no, not a good episode, but the discussion was good.
We're more entertaining than the show.
That's sad, but possibly true.
It is true.
See you next week.